So two of the biggest manga series ever, Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia, are almost completely finished, with My Hero Academia being officially over and Jujutsu Kaisen's ending fast approaching. Now, both of these series are without a doubt some of the most impactful in all of shonen history, but most of the receptions for the series endings have been negative. Most fans online do not rock with how Horikoshi decided to send Deku and the gang off, and how Gege is having his OP-ass villain Sukuna defeated. And I'm not finna hold y'all, I am definitely one of those people. I think both the endings for My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen are straight buns. But let's talk about it. Shizumak Shinobi, let's get active! Now, as it pertains to Jujutsu Kaisen, I stopped paying attention to this series back in the Culling games. I'm not finna hold y'all, the power systems in Jujutsu Kaisen at this point in the story were just way too difficult for me to understand, and I got too overwhelmed by it. As soon as Hakari was introduced, I just gave up, bruh. Cause what the fuck is his power? But the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is that it's so popular that I never could just stop paying attention to the hype around it. Every time something important happened in the series recently, I've been paying attention even though I haven't been reading the series. From Gojo being literally off-screened and killed, to Yuta literally using Gojo's body to fight. But recently, what I've heard about Jujutsu Kaisen has been unbearable. And this is a shame because there's only like 5 chapters left in the series before it's done. Apparently Nobara, a character who was supposed to be dead back in the Shibuya arc, has been brought back to life basically to finish the fight against Sukuna. This is terrible and it's absolutely an ass pull. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to know how the rest of the story ends because I know it's going to be trash. Just her being alive is enough to make me scared to even pick the series back up where I left off because I'm scared that it's going to be a waste of my time. Now, as it pertains to My Hero Academia, I have a lot to say when it comes to that because I actually did finish the series. Now, when Deku lost his quirk, I wasn't too upset by it, honestly. I promise, I really did not mind all that much. Honestly, it felt like finally in My Hero Academia, there was going to be some sort of consequences. The series itself was already known for having such low stakes, if any at all. Every single time something happened to a character, it would just be undone, like Lemillion losing all of his power and then getting it right back. Or even with Deku losing his arms and then just getting his arms back in the next chapter. So in my opinion, I thought it was really great that Deku lost his power. I actually mentioned in a previous video that I was really hoping that Deku would get the same suit that All Might had and essentially be like the Batman of the universe. Fighting, still able to do his job as a hero, but being quirkless just like he was at the beginning of the series. Now this actually did end up coming to fruition. Deku actually did get his suit. But here's the problem. Hoshi decided to do an 8-year time skip where we see Deku not as a hero, but as a teacher at his alma mater, UA High. Now this was like a shot to my chest. Why the fuck is Deku teaching instead of being a great hero like he always dreamed? He should be in the prime of his hero work. And yeah, it was explained that he slowly lost the embers of One For All and he continued to be a hero until they all got dried up. But my honest question for Horikoshi is, why did he not make it so that way any of the characters actually put effort into getting him his suit as fast as possible? I mean, the suit was already shown to be completed for All Might. You already had the damn blueprint. All you had to do was just get some of the characters in the show to actually put the littlest bit of effort into putting the suit together for Deku. I literally could think of 3 ways that the suit could have been prepared for Deku in a timely manner that would have had him back to his hero work before 8 years passed. Number 1, the principal could have just fucking paid for the suit. He already paid to keep all of the people safe inside UA High. He also paid to build this giant ass fortress to fight Shigaraki. So you mean to tell me he couldn't slide some of that sweet dinero into building a suit for Deku? But that's not even the only path he could have took. He could have also just used the inventor bitch. You know, the girl that Deku been face down in her titties for multiple episodes? Yeah, he could have actually just had her build his suit. I mean, she was already shown to be a genius. She designed multiple pieces for Deku in the past. There's no reason why she couldn't have used those high-end skills to build his suit. And yeah, even if it took a while, it wouldn't have took her 8 years. The girl was brilliant. And the third way he could have did it was just by just having Momo create the suit. Like, she literally can create shit from her titties. There's no reason why she couldn't just pop out the suit parts. And let's say she could only pop out certain parts. She could have literally just tag teamed with the inventor girl, and then they could have just made the suit together. So that's 3 different ways that the suit could have been made, so that way Deku didn't have to basically be a wage slave. But instead of making any of these plot points that have already been established previously, Horikoshi decides to make Deku a teacher and makes it so Deku basically convinces himself that this is what he's always wanted. Imagine if we watched Naruto and Naruto spouted on and on about becoming Hokage only for him to become Iruka Sensei. That would be the most disappointing shit ever. Deku should have absolutely been able to continue his hero work after he lost his quirk, and his teammates should have been there to uplift him, as they already had shown to do when he left UA the first time. They literally fought Deku to bring him back to the school, only to basically graduate and forget about him entirely. And yeah, it's cool that Bakugo was the main one that paid for Deku's suit to be put together, but that's just not enough for me. Why did it take 8 years for this to happen? My Hero Academia went from being a story about a boy who wanted to be the greatest hero to being a story about a boy who peaked in high school and then got forgotten about for 8 years, and then just got a pity offering in the end. If I'm being real, it doesn't feel like this is what the message of the story was supposed to conclude with. And I genuinely feel like it left a bitter taste in most of the My Hero community's mouths. I personally felt cheated reading this ending. I feel like I got cheated out of seeing Deku as an adult, doing his hero work like a G, and overall it feels like the writer just gave up and didn't feel like writing anymore to finish his story off in a way that actually made sense. And it really hits different for me personally when it comes to My Hero, not as much Jujutsu Kaisen, but My Hero, because I grew up watching My Hero Academia. I was literally in high school as this story was coming out, and I loved every minute of it. Not really the fandom, but the story itself was always something that I was looking forward to seeing. With this ending though, I genuinely feel like I wasted all of that time that I spent invested in this story just for it to end in such a dumbass way. And this leads me to my overall point about this video. When mangaka creates a truly amazing story and ends it in a crap way, it diminishes the story overall. But honestly, this does feel like a recurring problem with anime and manga. I mean, there's not many anime series that I can think of off the top of my head that I actually enjoyed the ending. I didn't really like the ending of Naruto with the whole introduction of the Otsutsuki clan, and I didn't really like Attack on Titan's ending either. I'm not gonna say it's all anime though, because I did love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's ending. I thought that was fire. But don't even get me started talking about Soul Eater's ending, cause bro. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Definitely leave a comment. Did you guys like the My Hero Academia ending? Was y'all rocking with it? And how do y'all feel about Jujutsu Kaisen's ending? I don't even know if I want to put any effort to read it. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for sitting and watching the video. Subscribe for more anime and geeky content, and I will see y'all in the next one.